Hey guys, doing some tank time. So I had a request in the comments to do a fish list. What's in here? So I'm gonna do my best to pronounce them because these are African cichlids, and well, they have some funny names sometimes. So here's a little bit of advice as when I'm getting them. I get all of my fish from Daytona Aquarium, Cichlid Express. And except if you've been following my two starter fish that I started the 75 with, these two little guys right here. So the albino, I think they're albino dragon bloods. Matter of fact, they're both together, so it's perfect. He's turning really white colored down. So anyhow, and yesterday, Compressor Seps found a new home. He went to a 300-gallon tank. Beautiful tank too, so I'm happy about the placement. So I'm not just rehoming, I'm trying to place them in a good habitat. So he writes them down for me. So I have my list here. So he just writes them down each time I went. So I did this in 3 stockings. I wasn't sure I wanted to get back in this hobby. So I grabbed the 75, had it for 3 or 4 months. It's like, yeah, I can do the maintenance. This isn't hard. Coming from, I don't know, 10 tanks, so having 1 tank. So with that said, I'm gonna go from first stocking to third stocking. So the first stocking was the Red Empress. That's this guy here. Okay. Maduka White Lips. I got these guys real small, but they were big enough to color, so we were able to tell what was what. The Borley Eye, man, do they change. When I got him, he was all gray and orange fins, and now he's orange body and blue fins and just beautiful. He's big. He's from the guys I got from small, he's kind of one of the bigger ones. Venustus is this here. So starting to get a little blue tint to the body. Maybe I have a male. I haven't pulled him out and sexed it, but even if it's a female, because Venustus are kind of known for being butt heads. So I get the color. Maybe he just won't have blue face, and that I'm okay with that. I hope the light's okay, because if I turn on the lights behind me, it could change. And I've only got this thing on 10. So anyhow, Yellow Blaze, which he's always just staying a runt. And maybe it's the other guys just grew way faster, but between him and Rubenescence, which I'll get to that, but even my Rubenescence is bigger body than he is. And he's been in here, he's a year old, and however many months he was when I got him, when he was old enough to be sexed, you know, he was yellow on top and all of that. So, Eureka Red Jake, boy, oh boy, beautiful fish. Got tons of color now. Blue face, orange body, and again, was old enough to sex when I got him. Cause these guys are real small. You go way back, so he's chill. He doesn't bother anybody. And nobody bothers him, so I'm happy with that. Tangerine Tiger. Well, we all know the story with him because I focused on him when he started turning colors. And he started getting blue face. He started getting the orange body. His lower fins are starting to get the iridescent dots. And when I put that third stocking in, he was bowing up and his fins were just black. He was really trying to show some dominance in here. So that was interesting because in my little mini camera here, I was like, who is this darting out of the corner going crazy? It was him. I know some of these guys are colored down just a touch because that compressor sep had kind of everybody on one side of the tank. So, yeah. So anyway, some people call these electric blue friar eye or electric blue. the F-R-Y-E-R-I. That dude is so cool. Different body shape. And that's what I was really going for, is different body. You can look at those four right there, and that's a perfect example. They are all different body. But he's more slender, kind of long face, long nose. Gets a crazy blue stripe, or a white stripe on top of his head. Iridescent all over the place, his face. He's got the lower orange fins. He's cool and does not bother anybody. He's in his own little world. That's weird. If you just saw that rubenescence chasing that binga, that is so strange, because he's been my small guy. That happened the last time I was videoing. Anyway, Walter I. So between him and the Red Empress, he's always kind of scrapping. So that's this guy here. Big purple belly, orange on top, blue, really bright iridescent blue face. He's always kind of in the corner over here, which is Tank Boss corner. Here we go, right up to the camera, buddy. So that is really cool. Really cool fish. That's the Walter I. Yeah, bright white though. As he's gotten older, his fins have gotten really, really, really white. I think he was scrapping a little bit with that compressor soap. I think maybe he was kind of singled out. So hopefully his fins will get back. He's the only one that really has any damage to him in here. Benga Sunshine. So I've got two in here on accident. And you're like, how's that happen? Well, I didn't write my list down when I went down to Daytona for the third stocking. So the original, the OG, is right here. And at first he was kind of a butt to a lot of people, but people fishes. So, and he's colored down a little bit. So again, there was a little shift. So some of these guys have colored down just a touch, because he had more purple on him just a few months ago. And I had a lemon jake, and that was my one guy that just pigged out on some zucchini, protected it from everybody, and he's no longer with us, along with tetrastigma. So I still want to go get two more of those. I no longer do zucchini. And it was just a little bit, but it did something to their stomach. So that really sucks. Learned my lesson the hard way. Years ago, 10 years ago, I used to give my fish zucchini, so maybe something's going on in there. Anyhow, fast forward, that was Thanksgiving, and now we're almost up to Thanksgiving, so this gives you a timeline of where these guys were at, and they were small. The fish are cheaper there. It's cool, you get to watch them change color, but they're big enough to tell the males. So the next time I went down there and was talking with Billy, and I was like, man, I want some different bodies. And I remember last time I had this bright, awesome fish. I just called him Rasta. And you can see, that's a Nexariri, I think's how you pronounce that. And he just happened to go right behind the rock. He's got a different body. Bright reds, blues, yellows, greens on the tail. He can kind of just run around a little bit when he gets an attitude. These guys will change all day. He's got a different attitude all day. And that's interesting. When he's eating and it's game time, bright red on top. But he's got like a sunshine looking yellow. I mean, get one of these fish. You won't regret it. He doesn't bother anybody. You can see he's just kind of, everybody leaves him alone. Dragon Blood. Absolutely just a pretty fish. He's gotten some size quickly. So when he came in, this Benga Sunshine was running him and the Rubenescence Red, this guy, up into the pipes. So remember I had the grass in here and that kind of got him out, gave him some hiding spots, but super bright, awesome colors. They can be known to have an attitude, so I got him small on purpose. I knew better from prior dealings with Dragon Bloods. They have a reputation. Look it up. White Knight Ali, right in the middle of the tank. All iridescent, whole entire body. Again, has that different long nose body. like the Friary, electric blue. So just, I mean, he in person, I'm seeing nothing but purple right now. So on the camera, it just doesn't do it justice. So just an amazing looking fish, super white in the tank. White Knight, Ali. Blue Dragon Blood. Now when he came in, he was strutting his stuff like a big bull. And that was over in 2 days, thank goodness. I'm looking for him. There he is. So, you know, Blue Dragon Blood. What a killer looking fish. A lot of iridescent blue on him, kind of the whole body, the face. Kind of like a bicolor a little bit, where you get the more red stripe behind the where the gill plates are at. But the tail has all got the red dot to it. I mean, just a really good looking fish. You can see some of the teal on the bottom lip. He's coming right up to the camera. That's awesome. Good fish. I'm gonna turn this light up one notch. I haven't done that yet. Let's see what one notch does. Wow, 20. that changed a whole lot. Of course, the camera's going to adjust. Where was I? Blue Dragon Blood. So, yeah. So that's him right there. Great looking fish. Really great looking fish. Electric blue cars. Again, I wanted a couple different bodies. They're split right now, but they're always together. These dudes are freaking awesome. They're usually hanging out together on the top left side of the tank. They cruise around now. You can see they're cruising. But the colors I get out of them, if you've seen electric blue cars, of course, cameras and video are two different things. Hope that's picking up good. I mean, he's shining compared to what I'm looking at. So electric blue cars, different bodies. They pretty much hang together, red fins, they're cool. They're kind of goofy. I've seen them kind of dive fish like this and do their thing. They're acrobats. They're actually pretty cool. Same diet, don't have to do anything special. And I got them in a pair. He said that those will be fine. So I'm glad I did. So between them and the two Benga Sunshines, that's my only pairs in here. Cichlids don't like other cichlids of the same. So that's that. Luminescence Red, again, Benga Sunshine, rude boy. He's just now this week starting to come like, well, I took those plants out. So now he stays flexed all day, but he's just starting to get some color on his lower fin. When I put him in here, he was bright red like a dragon blood or something. He was like the red on that. So he's starting to get that orange, and we know what orange happens. Luminescence Red, when they grow up, look amazing. But he's starting to just grow a pair in here. He's starting to kind of flex on other fish, which is fine because he's small. And I don't think he's doing any damage, but I think he's more or less just kind of peacocking in here. So that's that. Spot Sani. Where'd he go? This guy. So I got him because he looked a lot like the tetrastigma, and you gotta get the iridescent off of him. In person, looks great. He's got that kind of teal look to him. I'm trying to get him to come up here. He digs a lot too. But he's got like that orange speckled anal fin on him. There we go. But he gets a red and white top fin to him and a lot of speckled tail fins, and he's doing really good right up to the camera. So Spot Sani, he looks great in the light. Trying to get some of this light on him. So he's really cool. And I'm trying to think when I got those. It might have been around, I don't know. I have to go back and look. I can't remember if I went down there in December or like May. Might have been May when I got the second batch. Then we fast forward and I'm going, okay, these fish are about a year, maybe 10 months. I take a video of my fish tank before I go to the Daytona Aquarium. So they can see what's in there, they can see the size. So we based it off of these two guys right here. Right? Which the Red Empress is my tank boss. He's a good tank boss. He's not rude. So between him and the what is it, the Borley is what I based them off. I was like, hey, they're about 3.5, 4 inches. So the last stocking, I accidentally got a Bing of Sunshine. So he's a little bit bigger. He's actually got blue face. That's awesome. I got that guy. I really wanted to get a lemon drake. I couldn't remember. So, and compressor seps, he's gone. He just went to a 300-gallon tank yesterday. He just was kind of running fish to the right, and I didn't really like that. So, and he wasn't even biting fins and stuff, so I don't know what his problem was. But he was tank bossing, so he was taking the left corner, and that was him. Buka Spec. So I got Buka Spec and a Buka No Tacoma, I think's how you pronounce that. And that's those two guys right there. Those two big guys. So these were I was kind of iffy on too, and they said, oh, they're pretty good. And the guy actually yesterday got compressor up has one of these, and he goes, yeah, he's gonna get big. So that's this guy, and he's all like his tail is got the dots in it. He's got the yellow fins, iridescent body. Of course, you guys see these fish in person. Iridescent polka dots on the top fin, white very top, big blue face. And again, what did I go after? A different looking body. He doesn't look like the other guys. And that's going to be this other guy. So, and I've got pictures. I take pictures and label them as I'm bagging them and all that. So, this guy in the back, I'm trying to get video of. And that's what I can't remember which one's which, but they're like the Buka. Whatever those are. Those two are. So he's orange top fin, got the polka dots on the back, got the eye stripe, and he's got all that iridescent in the top fin, which is cool, and some iridescent stuff in the back tail. But he's got that same kind of body as this guy. So I'd have to go back to my pictures. I just call them my Buka chromuses. So Buka Spec and Buka Noticoma or something. So anyway. Albino Taiwan Reef. That dude looks really cool. Albino, he's got the pearl iridescent face, orange fins lower and back, orange top stripe. He's good size. You know, you can see him next to these guys, which are now my Bukas are my biggest, longest fish. But and these next three really had it going on when they got in here, because Red Empress, I guess, is kind of the same thing, and you know how that works. So the Taiwan, albino Taiwan, was left alone, and that's kind of funny, because the Insignias, which is this guy, I had one of them 10 years ago. I love them. Big yellow belly, blue face, already colored up. They have a lot of that mixed polka dot kind of stuff in the fins. They are really cool. Oh, he knows he's on video now. They are really cool, well-mannered. But yeah, Red Empress is running him in the pipe over there, and this next one, hybrid Taiwan Reef. And I was iffy. This is the only one I thought about for a minute, and that's him right here in the middle, because he's like a Red Empress with a Taiwan Reef. And it gives him the blue face, the red lower fin, the yellow body. Really a cool look. Teal belly, and he's trying to get the top of his head. He's got a white stripe on top of his head. So there you go. There's the two, Red Empress, and now they're chill, you know, together. So good tank boss. But you see them two together. I couldn't do that. I've got them trained. I'm kidding. Can't train these fish, but anyway. You get to see both of them. So now I'm glad to see these guys came out of the pipes going, oh boy, please settle down in the tank. And last but not least, and he's become one of my favorites as a saltwater fisherman my whole life. This dude, Livingstone Eye, looks just like a grouper to me. And when he came in here, again, different body. That's what I want, a big variety in here. But man, look at the colors. Blue, blue, blue face, which apparently takes a while. Orange fence. So these guys were pretty much, you know, grown when I got him. So he's the smallest of all the ones I picked up on that last batch. So, and you can see Insignius and Borlei. So I didn't do too bad in here. But that dude is cool. Livingstone, he usually hangs low. He does his thing. You know, blue face. He's cool, man. So that's the list, guys. So, wow, we're at 20 minutes. That sure does take a while. So, hope you enjoy it and going through the list. You know, I've been pretty lucky to be able to find some of these guys. Are hard finds, but yeah, we'll see. I won't get any more fish till maybe next year. If I do, when breeding's going real good with them down there, I'll see if I can get a tetrastigma and a lemon jake, which I hope I get a good one. I wanted to get one young because they can be a little rowdy. So if I go dropping them two in here, and I always do like 8, so dropping 2 in here is always, I don't ever like that. So we'll see what I end up doing. I might just stay with this stocking right here and just leave it alone. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna let it mellow for a while and just sit back and enjoy it. Blue dolphins out of here as well. So there's a couple fish that are no longer in here, but other than that, I've been lucky. And maybe some of that's because I got them all from the same breeder. They all were raised the same, fish food diet, the way they're treated. Who knows? You know, get a good breeder. They've been in business 50-something years down there. Get great fish, great advice, all of that. So I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next time.